February 23rd, 2020. Mike Bloomberg, thanks for playing. If Donald Trump has proven that having a little bit of money can't buy class, you've shown that having even more money is no qualification for the presidential sweepstakes. But who knows? Maybe a multi-billionaire former Republican who championed several controversial policies as New York City mayor and only entered the race for president 10 weeks earlier thought his opponents, who had been campaigning and debating for more than a year, would, take it easy on him, just like Vladimir Putin would. But let's give not-so-poor Mike the benefit of the doubt, shall we? Maybe he just didn't think Bernie, Elizabeth, Joe, Amy, and Pete would gang up on him and, expose his weaknesses. Maybe he thought they would all just play nice and wouldn't object to someone clearly trying to cut the line. Maybe he hasn't had time to watch the 34 previous debates and see the Dems so adeptly eating their own. Or maybe Mike just didn't prepare and isn't prepared to lead the free world outside of the 5 boroughs. And who at NBC made the seating arrangements for the not-ready-for-primetime players last week? The 4 candidates stage left are all pushing 80, with only the kid and the middle-aged lady standing on the right. Seen another way, the 2-syllable, easy-to-pronounce last names stood to the left, with the longer, spelling-bee-worthy folks on the right. Just like at Thanksgiving dinner, Pete and Amy were relegated to the kids' table. And just like at Thanksgiving dinner, they fought and engaged in name-calling like so many unruly siblings. Since I've already had my say on the format of these coffee clatches, let's move on to the actual results. Now that Nevada, has shown the world that not every caucus has to be an Iowa-level disaster, Bernie Sanders has emerged as the clear frontrunner heading into the South Carolina and Stupor Tuesday primaries. Pundits on the left and center are gnashing their collective teeth that an avowed socialist will carry the banner for the party of one Roosevelt, Kennedy, LBJ, and Obama. And according to intelligence reports, fake news to one side, cause for alarm to the other, the real winner in 2020 will be Vladimir Putin, who is apparently helping both Trump and Bernie. We may have won the battle against global communism, but Russia is winning the Cold War. But to say that Putin prefers Trump over Bernie, Hillary, or really anyone is to miss the point entirely. The Russians certainly have no respect for Trump. I mean, how could they? No, they're playing the long game with the real goal of weakening the U.S. and all Western democracies. Putin didn't expect or really even want Trump to win in 2016. He rightly figured that Hillary would emerge the victorious but significantly weakened standard-bearer of an alliance seeking to contain his expansionist goals. Trump's victory, which was actually Hillary's choking loss, left Putin licking his lips, since he would now have the opportunity to square off against a singularly inept, unqualified opponent that he can easily dominate. Bernie may not be the stone-cold idiot that Trump is, but like him or not, his policies will continue to divide a nation that can't even agree on objective truth. My reservations about Bernie, as I've alluded to before, are simply that he has offered no way to pay for his grand and occasionally great ideas. Socialized medicine is long past due, but you have to raise taxes to pay for it, plain and simple. Yes, the cost savings in premiums, deductibles, and copays will largely offset these tax increases, but the money has to come from somewhere. Same goes for the Green New Deal and free college tuition for everyone, both ideas that make a whole lot less sense than Medicare for all, but will cost trillions of dollars all the same. Oh yeah, one more thing. The likelihood of Congress bellying up to Bernie's bar is less than zero, even if the Dems somehow manage a supermajority in the Senate. I mean, hell, they barely passed Obamacare and did so basically under cover of darkness. So the Dems have painted their own selves in quite a corner. If, as Chuck Todd suggested, no one emerges with a majority of delegates when the dust settles, a great final question. Judy Woodruff, please take note. There will be a brokered convention. Backroom deals, now mercifully smoke-free, I suppose, will be made, promises will be broken, and someone will be crowned prince or princess of a fractured opposition to the spray tanner in chief. And if that's not bad enough, wait till you hear my real nightmare scenario. It'll really curl your hair.